Harry, I only have one thing to say to you. You're a naughty little possum. What is a naughty possum, Harry?
I actually don't know. Like, I actually genuinely don't know what I say sometimes. Like, I just came in so hot and heavy, and I was like, naughty little possums. Like, who says that? This idiot.
Did you say that before the show, or did the retreat bring that out of you?
I've said it a couple of times to my friends, like when I'm, had a couple too many drinks. But as soon as I was there, it was just like the most nervous and weird side of me just wanted to show up and appear, and there we go.
Harry, you are so charming and wonderful. We all are going to fall in love with you, I think, watching this show. How do you feel people will react? Are you nervous? Are you excited? Are you scared for any moments people might see from you on camera?
I know I am a bit of a idiot in like the early episodes because I just came in so hot and heavy, and I didn't realize we didn't get told the rules until, as you know, like my reaction. And yeah, so I'm a little bit nervous before that point, and then I guess once I start following my heart and going deeper into it, I'm excited to see that unfold and experience those feelings again, and then just watch myself become like a big tub of melted butter over this gorgeous woman.
You kind of just gave a little smile again there, talking about her. So I will ask, are you and Francesca together now?
We were actually talking last night about getting married so I could go across the border and see her.
So you two are very much a couple.
We've got matching tattoos.
Why a lightning bolt, Harry Potter?
That's an exclusive right there. I went and visited her when I was in Ottawa. I went to go see her family, and it was something that we wanted to get for a while. But apparently Francesca across my neck isn't a good idea, so we went with the lightning bolt.
You didn't want to Post Malone it, okay?
It was just because it's like for both of us, we have there's like a lot of negativity around our relationship, and it kind of like made us draw together a little bit more. And I guess on the show, like every time I was with her, I was like, look, like let's just stay positive, let's stay with positive people and like keep that positive mindset, because that's what's going to get us through. Like, let's not focus on people making us feel like idiots for trying to follow our hearts. So it's kind of like off that, which is a little bit sad, but like it's just a nice little reminder to stay positive and just stay with Francesca.
Stay with Francesca. Stay with Francesca. So how in love are you? Is this woman the love of your life?
So we actually broke up for a few months in between. So after the show, everything was like just like a roller coaster. Like it was straight up and just heightened emotions. And then we had a couple months, and then we took a break. And then, a few months ago, I accidentally got drunk in LA and texted her that I wanted to FaceTime her dog. I was like, hey, like, I don't want to talk to you. Can I just talk to your puppy? Which in turn, it turns out dogs don't have fingers, so they can't open a FaceTime call from a drunk guy at 3 a.m. So at that point, we just started talking, and I was like, hey, look, like, I don't want to watch myself fall in love with you, being this, like having this many questions and no answers. And she's like, well, why don't we just see each other? Like, I've got so much I want to say to you. And anyway, long story short, flew it down, fell in love again. Now we want to get married.
And the ring bearer will be a possum. Why did you guys break up?
I think like at that point I only knew her for a month, and I only knew like one side of Francesca, and she only knew like one side of Harry. Like outside of the show, like we have completely different lives. She's got a whole bunch of annoying friends, and well, not anymore because they're gone now. But it was just crazy. So it was like a information overload, like coming off this show, and like we didn't really know each other well enough to like trust each other. Especially I was living in Auckland, New Zealand, and she was in Vancouver. But we were visiting each other every 2 weeks, but it just got to a point where we both just needed, I think it was the best thing we did, is just took a step back, because right now we just cherish each other so much more. Like we dated a few people in between both of us, and like it sucks, but I even said to the last guy I dated, I was like, hey, look, like I'm still madly in love with my ex, and I'm so sorry, but we can't do this. Horrible person, I know, but at least I was honest. But here we are, we're better than ever.
Harry, how old are you?
I'm 22.
22, okay. Well, here's what I think is, I'm just gonna give it to you straight, Harry. It's like on the one hand, you're this charming, cute guy with an accent, and you're only 22. But on the other hand, you're saying you're in love with this woman and you would want to marry her. So where do you think this is gonna end up? Would you propose tomorrow?
Whoa, yeah, legit. Okay, so my goal is with the winnings, we're gonna fly to Paris, and I was gonna surprise her and propose, but then obviously we can't do anything of that now. And I accidentally told her yesterday that was my plan from day one. And I was like, oh, I thought you knew, but turns out I never told her, which I shouldn't have. So yeah, I legitimately am only I'm so much more happier when I'm around her and when I have a presence around me and like having her in my life. So yeah, I could right now, let's go, sign me up.
Wow. Do you think you're ready for marriage?
No, definitely not. But I'm not ready for anything. I'm hopeless.
So are you going to wait a bit on proposing or no? Just dive in.
Look, if obviously after quarantine, it's probably going to be a few months. So at that point, I'll be completely driven up the wall. So when I see her, I'll be wanting to put babies in her, and I'll be wanting to marry her and get ready to get retired. Like that's probably how intense I'm going to be feeling. But at this point, happy just kicking along and seeing what happens.
Wow, there's a real irony in this. You went on a show where you were told you couldn't have sex and you had to stay in a house, and now you are again locked in a house and you can't have sex when this show is going to air.
It's kind of crazy. It is like I don't know what the universe is telling me, but maybe it's telling me I need to just put it away for a few months. Be a born again virgin.
Harry, your face, I think, fell the most of anybody's when Lana revealed the news. I mean, you look crushed. What was going through your mind when you heard that after you had just met Francesca, the most gorgeous woman ever?
I had, you couldn't have done a worse thing to me at that point in time. I legitimately, thinking about it makes me want to cry because it was I have got the most gorgeous girl I've ever seen in my entire life, and there's literally nothing I want to do but enjoy each other. And then they dropped these rules on us. I remember I was like, Francesca, I was like, we're making a pact. We're going to spend all that money. Who cares about anyone else? I was crying. I was so angry and aggressive. And I remember one of the producers pulled me aside Harry, you're not going anywhere. Relax. Why? Yeah. Look, just calm down a bit. Because I was I'm leaving. Why would you put me here? I'm leaving. I can't deal with this. And relax. You need to understand that you need to find a deeper connection. This is what's going to help you. And I'm like, you know what? I need to stop arguing and just start listening and following my heart. And it was the best thing I did is stop thinking with that head and then this one. And then it's game over.
Are you at all nervous to watch any parts of the show back?
My big lie in episode 2. I know.
What were you doing? I was watching it what's this guy doing? He has the most gorgeous woman here. She's into him, and he just made up a lie and threw her under the bus. Why did you do that?
I don't know. I do.
You liked her, right? So why did you say she kissed you? Why did you lie?
Actually, I don't know. I'm an idiot. And I accept full responsibility.
Were you potentially into other women at that point, or was it all Francesca?
Oh, I knew as soon as I saw it, I couldn't try it anyone. I couldn't even look at any of the girls. I was you're all just humans. Yeah.
So what is it going to be like for you guys' relationship to watch this back?
I know that there's going to be some testing things for me personally, watching the Kel's date that she has and her pursuing him. Because obviously it's only, you guys only see a small snippet of it, but there was so much more that went on. and then the Corey date and stuff like that. Like I remember like just being so distressed and angry at that stuff. And I think I still hold a little bit of anger because, you know, like I was madly in love with I am madly in love with Francesca, and seeing all that stuff happen kind of like tore me apart. But then again, I can't get mad about it because I was being a bit of a dick, and we're in a way better spot now. And, you know, for me to get angry about something in the past is completely immature and stupid. So